Let the physical body be comfortable and relaxed and free of stress, but at the same time keep the back straight without moving to one side or other, or hunching over, or letting the head fall, so that the Kundalini energies can rise and flow, and the prana can fill the body. So as you let the organism relax, notice if there are any areas of tightness or tension, and give them permission to let go. Particularly if you can feel any knots, whether in the stomach or in the chest, or any rigidity or tightness in the jaw, the shoulders, the back, the hands, anywhere in the body. So scan the body completely. And allow the energy to flow without restriction. You will notice that soon the breath will become very shallow and very slow. With more and more time between the exhalation and the next inhalation. And in that period when the body is not either exhaling or inhaling, referred to as the kumbhaka, you'll notice that the body is in its most relaxed phase. And that with the pause in the respiration process, there often comes a pause in the thinking process. So focus on that thought-free moment in the body's metabolic cycling. And allow the period of silence to expand and to continue even during the breaths. And enter deeply into the silence. Without any intention of trying to gain anything. Simply enjoy the thought-free state. And the longer that you remain in that state, free of thoughts, yet fully alert, wakeful, present, attentive, the more serenity will be felt in the body and in the mind and emotions as well. Gradually, this thought-free presence will be established as the foundational state of your consciousness, your natural state. And you may notice that the energy, peaceful energy, but very strong energy, accumulates the longer you remain in this inner stillness. And gradually the higher centers of consciousness will be awakened and activated. And there may be various kinds of sensations as if floating, being bodiless, weightless. Enjoy whatever arises, but without becoming attached to it or thinking about it or trying to prolong it. But keep going deeper within to the source of the sense of I, the source of the awareness of the self. And if thoughts come, don't fight them, but don't be diverted by them or caught up in them. And the thought will arise and disappear again. And all you have to do is keep the attention focused on the delightful silence. Realizing that the thoughts are simply an automatic reflex, they have nothing to do with you. And it will become very clear that the self that is pure awareness is not either the thoughts or the body, and has no local root. The self is not identifiable with the personality or the bodily existence. And if you enter deeply into your consciousness, you will discover that it is without boundaries. And the longer you stay in the silence, the more expansive becomes the domain of consciousness, and therefore the more access to more universal information and power and love. For the consciousness in its silent state unites heart and mind, soul and spirit. And the self that is silent is fearless and desireless, and can feel its nature as purity, as light. And there is a very beautiful sense of liberation from all constrictions. From all conditionings, from all beliefs, complete liberation from any identification. Enter that indescribably beautiful core of the self that is transcendent of thought and of the world, of time, of space. Completely free, completely beyond death, beyond life, beyond duality. Beyond worry, beyond any attachment to anything in the world. And realize that the self, the real self, the supreme level of selfhood is sovereign, independent, and that you have the freedom of choice and the power of will in this state of thought-free presence to choose to remain free, to choose not to return to the beliefs of the illusory ego. And its sufferings, but to remain free and in the natural bliss of the real. And so, although we will in a few minutes complete the formal meditation, realize in the silence of presence that this meditation is your life, your reality that never ends, that you never need to come down from or forget or lose connection with, but you can remain as the self, even when the body returns to activity and the mind begins again to engage in its cognitive activities. You can remain untouched by the flow of time and events and be undisturbed by whatever arises within the stream of consciousness that is the world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.